My name is Dennis Lee. I'm the SJ president, and I want to say thank you for joining us as we stand in solidarity for those who lost their lives on September 11, 2001. On that day, terrorists hijacked planes and led attacks in the U.S. The Twin Towers and the Pentagon and the brave passengers of United 93 were attacked. This led to the death of hundreds. It is our duty to remember those who didn't make it home that day and those who risked it all to put others' safety first. I pledge allegiance to the flag and the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hi, my name is Jacob Jones with Sandhills Fire Academy 15, and this is the Fireman's Prayer. When I'm called to duty, God, whenever flames may rage, give me strength to save some life, whatever be its age. Help me embrace a little child before it's too late, or save some older person from the horror of that fate. Enable me to be alert and hear the weakest shout, and quickly and efficiently to put the fire out. I want to feel my calling and give the best in me to guard my every neighbor and protect his property. And if according to my fate I am to lose my life, please bless with your protecting hand my children and my wife.
My name is Dwight Threet. I'm the Chief of Police and Public Safety here at Sandhills Community College, and now the Policeman's Prayer. When I start my tour of duty, God, whatever crime may be, as I walk the darkened streets alone, let me be close to thee. Please give me understanding with both young and old. Let me listen with attention until their story's told. Let me never make a judgment in a rash or callous way, but let me hold my patience, let each man have his day. Lord, if some dark and dreary night I must give my life, Lord, with your everlasting love, protect my children and my wife.
My name is Ted Horvath, Deputy Chief at Southern Pines Fire Department. I'll be reading the tolling of the bell. Standing next to me, ringing the bell, is Assistant Chief Kenneth Skipper, Fire Marshal. Tolling of the bell. Long before the internet was invented, or telephones and radios were used across our great nation, fire departments used the telegraph to communicate using special codes to receive fire alarms from those once familiar red fire alarm boxes which stood on practically every street corner of America. When a firefighter was killed, or in the language of the military and public safety, fell in the line of duty, the fire alarm office would tap out a special signal. This would be tapped out as 5 measured dashes, then a pause, five measured dashes, then a pause, then 5 more measured dashes. This came to be the tolling of the bell and was broadcast over the telegraph fire alarm circuits to all station houses in the vicinity. Heard outside on the streets with the fire department windows open, the resonating echo was similar to that of fire stations of old, and where fire alarm gongs sounded the locations of thousands of emergencies throughout the history of our growing country. This was done for the purpose of notification and as a sign of honor and respect for all firefighters who made the ultimate sacrifice in the service to their communities. Such symbolism has been a time-honored fire tradition and is repeated at each service of a fallen firefighter.
Please join me in a moment of silence. Hello, everyone. My name is Abdul Hassan, and I am a student ambassador here at Sandhills Community College. I'm also a Sandhook Early College student. I want to thank you all for joining us today. And first, I hope to share a perspective with you that you might have never been exposed to. I am of Middle Eastern descent, and when I was growing up, every year in school on September 11th, I would always feel very uncomfortable due to several factors. The first is that the other students would look at me differently. I felt as if the entire room was blaming me. That one day out of the year, every single year, I continued to feel alienated. Fortunately, as I've gotten older, I realized that no matter the race, skin color, gender, or beliefs, I'm sure that we can all agree that the events that took place on September 11th were horrible. The reason that we are all here today is because on September 11th and the days following, not only did heroes risk their lives to save others, but they did so with courage and honor. For as long as we stand here today, and for as long as the generations to come stand here, the memory of those lost souls and the heroes that risked their lives will never be forgotten. Thank you, and please remain standing for the retiring of the colors.